Hello and welcome to the Journeyman Project 3 Legacy of Time. I'm BMZ for Gamers Embassy, welcoming you back to this Let's Play. In our last episode, we found the last time code piece and also found out some of the truth about the Sorolans' previous visits to Earth. Their battle with the Quothalas has resulted in the destruction of Atlantis, El Dorado, and Shangri-La. So now we're going back in time one day before their destruction to try to find the legacy. So, so far only one person made a comment to head to the Himalayas, so let's go to the Himalayas. And away we go!
There's the Tibetan monastery we saw spilled all over the ravine. I have to say, it looks much better erect than wrecked.
Yeah, I agree. It does look better fully structured.
Here, Swiss Miss grows only the finest hot chocolate beans.
Well, since we can't approach anybody in our chameleon suit outfit...
In all likelihood, that human roadblock is a Buddhist pilgrim, and from his ragged appearance, he endured a difficult journey to reach this place.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. So, since he's praying and all, he's not going to mind if we take his image, so that way we can walk around. Yep.
That white lawn ornament beside the path is called a chorten. It's a sacred monument that marks a path to a holy place. According to religious lore, sacred items or the remains of holy people are placed within them.
Huh. Interesting stuff. Alright. Another blip.
Come to think of it, that temple building across the ravine looks as if it was built in the shape of a giant chorten. Or maybe I'm being terribly Freudian.
Alrighty. So hey, let's head back up this way. Yeah, we'll cross the other bridge when we come to it. Ha! I made a joke that wasn't funny.
We have a lot of ground to cover, so if you get stuck, we can always time jump to another environment. Don't fret. I'll log the precise coordinates so when you choose to return, we'll appear exactly on the spot where we left.
Very handy to know. So let's go ahead and... take a look at what's going on around here. Okay, let's head over. Okay, we can't necessarily quite get to the... main building, because this bridge has been retracted. Let's see if there's someone around here that might be able to extend the bridge for us. Yep. Whoa! Hello, Mr. Taco Hat Man. Capture your image.
From his uniform and square shoulders, I would guess that guard is a warrior monk known as a Dob-Dob. The guard's so nice, they named him twice. For protection, Tibetan monasteries allowed Dob-Dobs to practice the arts of war. Think of him as a monk with an attitude. And that attitude is, I don't like you very much.
Yeah, judging from his posture, I would say he doesn't like anything very much.
Gage, wouldn't it be funny if you asked him for his staff and he said with a straight face, Never, infidel. You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers.
Wow. Really, Arthur? Really? You had to go there? You had to bring up the fact that the last time we were here, we had to pull it from his hand? That's a dick move, man. Dick move. But now, you see, our cursor has turned into a speech bubble. That means we can talk to him. Hooray! Conversation.
Greetings, stranger. Do you wish to cross the bridge?
Yes.
You must give the offering of the initiate before you can cross the bridge and enter Shangri-La.
What kind of offering are you talking about?
It has always been a tradition for an aspirant seeking induction into our order to give a silk scarf before crossing the bridge.
The man has a taco for a hat, and now he wants to add a silk scarf to his ensemble. Look at that black eye. No wonder the other monks beat him up. Okay, he wants a scarf, that's fine. But if we get it and then he asks for mascara, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one, Arthur. He doesn't really seem like the most fashionable of guys.
Where can I find a silk scarf?
Usually the family makes a silk scarf for the initiate. Silk is a rare treasure, but it is never far from worldly men. I am sure you will find what you seek if you look far and wide.
Goodbye.
Okay, so in order to get the bridge extended, we have to find a silk scarf. Well, let's take a look around the rest of this area. We might be able to find something. And if not, like Arthur said, we can always jump to another time zone, and our precise location will be recorded, so we can just hop right back to where we were. You know what? Let's change our guys to the Dob. Let's talk to the Pilgrim. See what he has to offer.
Hello, friend. I can sense you are someone with a higher purpose. Like me, you have come to this monastery to seek something.
Well, howdy there, Pilgrim.
Alright, show of hands. How many saw that one coming?
What are you seeking?
What most seek when they come here. Enlightenment. To join with the great Buddha and experience nirvana. But before I can transcend, I must achieve something that I could never grasp. Humility. I must confront my pride. Are you a humble being?
To be honest, I never really thought about it. I'm not sure.
Well then, traveler. Always ask of yourself the questions you cannot answer, and continue seeking. There are answers here, everywhere.
Tell me about the monastery.
This is the monastery of Shangri-La. The monks here have achieved complete inner serenity. I have traveled many hard months to reach this place. But the true journey begins here, before Shangri-La itself. Physically traveling here was simple, compared to the challenges posed by the true path.
True path? I wonder what he's talking about.
Tell me about the true path.
Most people walk about in a world of delusions, clouded by vices and deception. But there is a path of truth that cuts through the illusions, a path of deliverance. It is a path that begins with understanding the virtues of the spirit and embracing its truths. Go there, traveler, to the monastery, and walk the path to discover the secrets you seek.
Goodbye.
Always tread the path, and peace will find you.
Wow, that's some pretty deep stuff there. So, okay. So now we have this little bridge. Yeah, what the hell, we're shift back to the Pilgrim. Ooh. Swing and a swing. Yeah, from here you can kind of see how the bridge to the main temple is kind of structured. Just with the complex thing of pulleys and everything, you see that it just kind of goes and same for the other side, making the complete bridge. Fun! All the way across.
Look at the ground on this side of the bridge, Gage. It's green. Some technology is keeping ice away from this side of the mountain. This culture must be advanced. They have invented the Zamboni centuries before its time.
Amazing. Yeah, this question mark icon helps Arthur translate things so we can learn later.
Those colorful symbols on yonder rock are the 6 syllables of a holy Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. It means Om, a jewel in the lotus. Graffiti in Shangri-La? Those darn punk monk vandals have struck again. Each syllable in the mantra is important. Om begins and ends all meditation. It is said to be the perfect sound of the universe, but not when you say it like this. Oh my God, lady!
Okay, that was rather annoying.
Hum, the last syllable of the jewel mantra, is an angry syllable meant to be a spiritual war cry against vice. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now everybody! Om Mani Padme Hum. Next verse, same as the first. Om Mani Padme Hum. And then it just goes on and on and on like that.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Om Mani Padme Hum. Life goes on, brah. La 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 la. Life goes on. It's the Beatles. They were kind of big. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now backwards. Hum me padme ma or mix backwards. Eat pork.
Yeah, it's definitely the sort of thing. Arthur definitely has a nice bit of colorful commentary that I can't quite pull off.
The inscription speaks of the 4 noble truths. All forms on the wheel of life suffer. The cause of all suffering is ignorance. The true path to deliverance is blocked by vice and falsehood. Knowledge of the virtues will reveal the true path.
This is some important stuff, so we should try to remember that for later.
I think we've wandered onto the petting zoo. Get a quarter and let's find the yak feed dispenser. How cute, a black and white snuffleupagus. In Tibet, yaks are a major natural resource. The milk they produce is turned into a treasured butter product. Yak butter is used in food, tea, candles, and even used to make incredible sculptures. So, don't be surprised one day when Tibetans invent cold fusion from the curdled milk of yaks.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be surprised considering how green everything is on this side and just how obsessed they are with it.
Many devout Buddhists are in fact vegetarians. Tibetans often left animals under the care of monks to protect them from slaughter. Someone might have brought those beasties here to prevent them from becoming McYaks. A lot of people don't know this, but before there were wax museums, there were yak museums. Yes, I'm kidding, Gage.
Good. I'm glad you are, Arthur.
I believe those deer represent Buddha's first sermon in Benares, India, where it was said that even the animals approached to listen. That's a statue of Buddha, the holy man responsible for creating the Buddhist religion. Before becoming a deity, Buddha was known as Siddhartha, a man from India who transcended worldly suffering, becoming a paragon of spiritual perfection.
You know what? I am going to go ahead and click on the light bulbs now because they do offer some interesting hints. So, pay attention, folks.
You can thank me later, but I spotted some inscriptions at the base of that statue. On second thought, you should thank me now.
Thank you, Arthur.
The Shrine of the Animal Realm. To enlighten the savage.
Huh.
Looks like there's another inscription on the base of that statue. To Aunt Edna, hope you're feeling Buddha, Cousin Morty?
Yeah, I don't think there's really one that says that. It looks like there's more over this way. So let's take a look. What do we have here?
I see a lever just beyond that grating that might open this passage for us. If we had something long and hooked, we might be able to pull it.
Yeah, unfortunately, all we've got is just a stick. So, and it's not hooked. And I don't think it's long enough, so we'll come back and check that out later. In the meantime, it looks like there's more over this way. And up we go the stairs. Dip-a-doop-a-doo.
Now this is interesting. The walls on this building are partly made of a slightly translucent paper to allow sun to pass through. It reminds me of a greenhouse. A greenhouse in the Himalayas? Isn't that like looking for an ice needle in a butter haystack on a very hot day? I don't think I've quite mastered this simile thing yet.
Yeah, I'd say so, Arthur, but you know, considering everything else around here seems green, it's not that far of a stretch of the imagination. So let's check it out. Oh, hey, a nice gardener. We'll capture his image and see what Arthur has to say.
Ask him some questions, Gage. Ask him if he knows his slip is showing.
Oh, really, Arthur?
Gosh, Keith Richards hasn't changed at all.
Let's talk to him.
Ah, a new face on the mountain. I am Imul, keeper of the greenhouse and the shrine.
Tell me about the greenhouse.
Gladly, traveler. To sustain the brothers of our order, we grow our own food. Heat from tunnels below the monastery, sustains the crops, and even allows the wishing tree to thrive.
Oh, wow.
What is the wishing tree?
The tree at the center of the greenhouse is the wishing tree. It is very old and sacred. The fruit it bears is a treasure and believed to grant longevity. However, the tree has been sick lately. I think the roots may have been afflicted.
What's wrong with the roots?
I don't know what to do. The tree should have grown fruit weeks ago. I went into the tunnels to inspect the roots, and I had found that they were rotting and sickly. I fear that the tree may die.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Let's find out what else he has to say.
Where are these steam tunnels?
A system of steam tunnels run underneath the monastery and taps into natural hot springs deep in the mountain. They were built long ago to bring heat to our monastery and to this greenhouse so we could grow our own food.
That makes a lot of sense.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Oh, we grew a wide variety of vegetables here. But unfortunately, the crops have been suffering lately. I am sorry, but my cold seems to be getting worse.
How did you catch your cold?
I have not been able to give the Praetors their offering. I know that is why the crops are dying. The hungry spirits have been offended. They have blamed me for my failure and given me this cold.
Who?
Who are the Praetors?
One of the 6 realms of unenlightenment is the realm of the Praetors. Tortured spirits, damned for gluttony in previous lives. These ghosts live in our world, constantly tantalized by material possessions. They suffer, for they can never satisfy their hungers. It is the duty of our brotherhood to alleviate all sufferings, even the suffering of the Praetors.
Okay. So I think we've found everything for the greenhouse. Let's talk about the shrine.
Tell me about the shrine.
The shrine for the Praetors' realm, the hungry spirit, is in this greenhouse. I am charged with making offerings to the ravenous spirits to appease them.
Can you tell me what sort of offerings you make?
If you make offerings to the Praetors, you will prosper. If you offend them or hurt the earth, they will punish you. We appease the Praetors by offering the spiritual food.
What?
Tell me about the spiritual fruit.
The wishing tree at the center of the garden bears a rare fruit that I offer to the Praetors' shrine.
Huh. And then we already found out who the Praetors are. So,
Goodbye.
Farewell, new friend. I hope to talk more with you later.
I'm sure we will. Let's take a look around. There's our way into the steam tunnels, but let's keep looking around a little bit first. Aha!
Look, another Buddha statue. But that one is a different color. I wonder if there are any other colored statues around here. Maybe the ever-elusive fuchsia Buddha? These Buddhist statues around this monastery are identical except for their color. From my understanding of the Buddhist religion, certain qualities like sounds, elements, and colors have significant meanings. So we need to find out what these colors signify.
Aha, an inscription.
The shrine of the Praetus realm, to sate their eternal hungers. The lotus is an important symbol in Buddhism. It is a symbol of wisdom and spiritual unfoldment, following the metaphor that the roots are in the dark mud of the earth, but the lotus head rises up to face the sunlight.
You know, you learn something every day with this. A little letter. Let's see what is up here. Aha!
Hey, I've been looking for a knife like that. Let's try and find another one and play Klingon Blood Challenge. Kapak! That means Frady Cat.
I think there are people that speak Klingon that would argue that, Arthur.
You better take that knife, Gage. You never know when we're gonna have to butter some curved toast. That looks like a map of this monastery. It seems to indicate that there are tunnels underneath the buildings. You're asking me if you should take the map? You know, you never admit when you're lost.
So we'll go ahead and take the knife and the map. So yes, we now have a tunnel map. We also have a knife. And we still have our stick from tomorrow, I guess you could say. So, let's head back down and take a quick look in the steam tunnels. I'm curious about what Arthur might say about the roots, if he has any insight at all. Incidentally, the tunnel map will become very important a little later on in the game, because otherwise we're gonna be so lost.
These must be the roots for the tree in the greenhouse. They look a little sickly to me.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Well, that's something that we'll have to figure out for next time. So, until then, this is Brakeman Z saying thanks for watching, and may your save files never be corrupted. Take care, everybody.